Yeah, can you tell me a bit more about yourself? Can you tell me the reason you got the coaching, your open at GG, and your goals in League of Legends?
Okay, I was like 240 LP, 75% win rate, and then like I bought coaching from you because I had like some games where I played the lane really good and I did like solo kills and everything, but I felt useless. I couldn't impact the
map.
And I also want to learn like, more about wave management and the game in general.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so if that is the highest LP you've ever been, especially on this win rate, there's probably a lot more in you. You can probably get a lot higher. The most important thing for you is to learn how to be consistent and learn to improve. So losing, in a sense, is good, because losing will ultimately allow you to improve as well, right? So right now, your mindset should not be catered towards winning, but it should be catered towards improving. And with that, you kind of allow yourself to not tilt anymore, because ultimately, at the end of the day, if you are improving, you will be happy, and you do not basically like be happy or sad dependent on the result of the game, if that makes sense, right? So what I do every single game whilst I'm loading into the game, it sucks that we're already in game right now, but there is homework I do every time before I head into the game. I'm checking my jungle champion, I'm checking enemy jungle champion, and I'm checking my opponent's, alright? Flash Ignite, Phase Rush, Resolve. I see Cassandra with Ignite TP, you get hard prio in the early game, you completely dominate the matchup in the early game, right? And then I see an Evelynn and I see Karthus. Both, in the general sense, are weak early game junglers. They both kind of want to play for their 6, right? That's what I check every single game. But let's say they had a Jarvan here, right? I would at least approach the early game maybe a bit different if we did not have such a favorable matchup. You have a really good matchup here, so it doesn't matter for you in the early game too much, right? Because this champion is kind of an NPC in the early game. Let's say you were playing Cassandra into Fiora here, and they have a Jarvan and you have a Karthus. You are instantly going to play different, right? Just because of the jungle matchup too. And then also we have to see what's starting to do. So right here, I would want you to be looking for a ward right here, instantly, because you could already get this ward out for free right now. All right, so we get a beautiful start here. Oh, okay, he's dead. Beautiful start. So what information do we have right now?
Like that she will be starting on blue.
Yeah, what else? Card started her Rebel, right?
Yeah.
So this could be a map split game where Evelynn goes this into like this quadrant, right? And Karthus takes this quadrant.
Yeah.
Unless Karthus somehow gets all three here. But we'd have to see, right? So what you could do also is help your jungler out by getting a ward down right here. Or like getting a ward down right here. Because you have enough time to react to this already, right? You see this invade is happening. Like right here, you could already just place on the ward on the wrap up. Evelynn warded the entrance here, you could refresh the ward right here. And this would make the early game already 10 times easier for your jungler to play, because what you can do is do a second wave crash and already look to mess with enemy Evelynn here too. And if Karthus gets 3 quadrants here and Evelynn only gets 1 quadrant, I feel like the game is already snowballed, out of control. And you can do that with your top lane matchup right here. Like you could literally do second wave crash and look to mess with the Evelynn. So that is all level 1 planning, right? This is all planning, nothing special here. You see? We could have been pushing. We could have been looking to stop this bitch.
Yeah, that's true.
So why did we look to slow push here?
I usually like stack 3 waves and then reset if I know I can kill him like before 6.
I really dislike a third wave crash in the general sense, and into cheated recall, I think fourth wave crash is 10 times better due to the fact that if you do a third wave crash into recall, very often the bounce timer that you get is very small. Because when you crash wave 3, and we'll see this right here, very often wave 4 has already arrived as well. So even though we crash wave 3, wave 4 will be there, and that really makes the bounce timer that you have very small. You see wave 4 is already walking up because wave 3 takes so long to clear. So what I would do in your position right here is slow push wave 3 and then crash wave 4, and then your opponent is kind of stuck in lane, and you can base walk back or base TP back, and your opponent can and is kind of forced to make a bad decision, right? But when you do third wave crash into recall, fourth wave will very often be there already, and then the bounce timer you have is very small because your opponent is gonna have 2 stacked wave plus level 4 and you being level 3. So it's very hard to contest the bounce, and then he gets a free recall as well. Whereas if you do a fourth wave crash, it is way more consistent because you're both going to be level 4. You can recall on, if you farm really well, on 700 gold too, or let's say you get 600 gold, it's fine too. You can get like boots cloth armor, and this Garen can never play on the bounce. And I feel like you're playing it way too passive here too, because this Evelynn, all she's going to be doing is farming. So now I feel like you're right here, you're in a I mean, I understand because you have no flash, you don't want to flip it. I mean, Evelynn could gank, I suppose. So I see what you're doing here, but now we should look to crash and recall. So what is your reason for slow pushing here?
I don't really know.
Because what I've been doing, thinking here, right, is I'm checking here. Next wave has just spawned. I can for sure get this wave in before this wave ever arrives. I can recall, I can run back or TP back, and I have big item lead. Garen is stuck in lane. We have a very nice advantageous position. The wave will bounce back into us, and the Garen can never play. But if you continuously hold the wave here, is Garen ever under threat?
No.
No, so he can. This is what I refer to as the happy spot, right? Garen is not gankable, you are gankable, and you can never progress onto him as well because he's so close to his third. So he, like, you heartbeat this matchup in the early game, but you're completely neutralizing it by playing in this pocket. So you would want, like, when is your opponent in the general sense vulnerable?
Like when he's not in the spot, like
when the wave is pushing to you, right?
Yeah,
and he's forced to either walk up for last hits, or you trade him.
Yeah.
And since you have item lead, right, you are in a good position. But right now, you can never really trade. And now you're slow pushing this again as well. And now look, next wave is there too. So again, you don't want to recall.
Yes.
And now we're here, and we're dead even to the Garen in the early game because of how we manage waves. So I feel like we've nullified the lane here, but I would argue that Garen benefits because Garen outskills you.
Yes, that's true.
And even then, we could just progress our laning phase. Okay, so now we randomly get a solo kill. How does this come to fruition?
He hinted it, yeah.
So yeah, we get a kill, but it's more so his mistake, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's also well played by you. Very nice combo. He just didn't flash, and he didn't flash too late. Nice combo, but I think he had bad W timing and bad flash, right? Nice,
yes.
But it's also his mistake. All right, now hard pushing to recall, very nice. Yeah, by discussing the Cassante items. I would argue here also that I think Shin is very nice, but I mean, you're the Cassante player. I would buy Shin, Ruby, Potion, and one back. Yeah, let's see how we play out this bounce. What's the most important goal during this bounce?
Like to not let it crash.
Yeah, because if he crashes, he's out of the hard spot, right? Again, here, for example, if you had Shin, every short trade you do right here are 10 times more impressive. Right, every Q auto, he just wants to end his life. Right. That's here. True. We could Q auto right here on the scanner because he wants it for sure, right? You'll be ready for these trades. Okay, we don't know like Kartus' bot. I have no idea where Image was at, but you have a nice ward. You see, we could have already gotten 2 Sheen procs right there.
Yeah, that's yeah.
And Cassandra is one of the best Sheen users too. Okay, so I really like how you've played this out. Very nice. Alright, we're waiting for Ignite and our ult. We have no idea where our jungler is at. He might get 6 from the dragon. No, he did not. Alright. Yeah, we just have to let this crash now because I have no idea where Enemy Jungle was at. He's probably on Herald, so I think letting this crash is completely fine. Don't take more HP. So Knowledge shot mid, Evelyn shot top. I think pushing here is risky because Evelyn is top set for sure and she's gonna be 6 because she hasn't showed herself in a long time, so I would wait here. And you have no ping. Okay, so yeah, I think that Q was a mistake.
Like the first Q.
Yeah, because right now, like the wave is by default pushing towards the Garen now, right? Now it's good to assume that Evelyn is probably going to recall because she full cleared her camps probably and then took Herald and wants to recall, right? Most likely. But I would still just never, I would just by default let this wave push into me until, okay, so now you verify your position, you can do whatever you want.
I think I played the matchup like too scared.
Yeah, you're playing it way too respectfully. Like Garen has no good trade winners into Cassante ever. You win the extended fights and you win the short trades.
In early he can do anything if I play it.
Yeah, the only thing he can do is look to like go for equal HP trades and then out sustain you because he has more sustain, but you have a ridiculous amount of sustain still too with your D-shoot, with your grasp, and I don't know if you run second wind or not, but it looks like it. No. Actually, I'm not sure if you're running second wind or not. You could be. Not sure. Again, here, if we had not buy this boots...
No, I'm bone plating.
You have bone plating. Yeah, okay, yeah, I can see that. If you had no boots, right, you could also hard push this wave. Buy your mythic, recall TP back. How does Garen play? How much is it for your finished item right now? Is it 1500? Yeah, it's 1500, right? So right now, without those boots, you would be completely fine. Oh, it's 14. Yeah, so it sucks, right? Because now, if we recall TP back, he has these items, we have Mythic. Good luck. Your farm is nice, but Garen also cannot really lane against you. So right now, what do you reckon you would want to do in this wave?
Like slow push it. Not like
hard push recall. Yeah. No, I would hard push recall because you will have your Mythic in base. It gives you this wave gives you 200 gold. Right, so playing as fast as possible towards your Mythic. Okay, nice. Now recall. Recall TP back.
What did I do? Let's see.
We're chilling in Ohio, right here.
I'm trolling so hard there.
Right, so the most important thing is even though you are ahead right now, you are not utilizing your lead because you're not building appropriately and you're also not playing actively towards your spikes, right? Very often in League of Legends, is the best thing to play as fast as possible towards your spike, right? If you're Riven, you want your Hydra. If you're Aurelia, you want your Blade Throne King. And if you're Cassandra, you want your Mythic here as fast as possible. Because if you come back with a Mythic, this guy can literally not lane anymore.
Yeah,
but with these items, you have no pressure onto him.
Cassandra with Iceborne is so unplayable when he gets it.
Yeah, so the faster you play towards that spike, the faster you can impact the map as well. But right now, even though you are ahead, like we got one solo kill kind of because of luck, I'll be honest. And we're still even in CS with the Garen. Like it's not like we're up any plates or we're impacting the rest of the map regarding jungle. So we're just going like kind of even in top side right now, even though we are realistically ahead. So once you are ahead in a commanding position in the game, I want you to not play slow. I actually want you to accelerate. So here, this doesn't really do anything for you. Is Garen forced to walk up for last hits? No. So he's trolling here.
Maybe.
So we're just mostly looking for kills, right?
Yeah.
You do get it, so very nice. Okay.
But he troll again.
Where's Evelyn? You have no idea. Okay. No. You have no idea. Okay, we get it. Not bad. This dev is very bad, actually. Like, terrible, because this level 7 Evelyn gets completely spiked back in the game. Yeah, you even had 250 shutdown. So, yeah, this dev is very, very detrimental, because the things that happen with this death is... first of all, Evelyn gets the kill and the XP. You lose. She gets this wave. You lose this wave, and the wave will be bouncing back into him again. Like, look, the Garen will Okay, now he's gonna hard push it, but you get the point, right? So we lost a plate, we lost 2 full waves, and we get the shutdown and the EXP. So that, I would say, this is like a 1.3k gold to 1.5k gold mistake, which is big, very big. Right now we can't really play for plates anymore. So if we want to impact here again as well, what could we do?
Like stack waves and then move.
Yeah, we could slow push into hard push, right?
Or proxy, yeah.
And move it.
So now here, like I can just go and proxy the next wave because I know Evelyn is dead.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Then move.
Yeah, 100%. And then you can impact the rest of the web. But right now, you push in the wave, and now our roam timer is not that good. Because look how fast we have to be back in top. Your roam timer is very small right now. So 2 options. You either slow push into hard push, or... Oh, that is very unfortunate. You cannot kill him. So you either slow push into hard push, or you push one fast and then proxy and take next.
But yeah, this is it's really sad. Like he inted 2 times on lane, I healed him, and he's still even in CS with me.
But because but look, you're also permanently hard pushing. Like you're never slow pushing one into hard pushing second. You're just hard pushing this, and Garen gets the wave. And you hard push this, and Garen gets the wave. You know what I call this? Cinema experience. He gets a wave, you get a wave. He gets a wave, you get a wave. Are you expanding your lead? No. So what are we doing with our lead?
We are doing nothing.
Yeah, right.
We're going even, like still.
So this is why we have to be creative. We either slow push into hard push, or we hard push into proxy. And then also and the last thing you could do is hard push this and look for jungle camps, because then at least you get a wave plus a camp, and he only gets the wave. But right now you're literally trading even.
Even though I'm ahead.
Yeah. So what are we doing, right? We're just, he gets a wave, I get a wave. He gets a wave, I get a wave. Look, for the 4th time in a row. And now we hope to magically get a kill window, and this time we do get punished.
Yeah, we get punished.
We should buy sweeper here in this point in the game as well. I feel like yellow trinket does very little for your champion. I think you're also a champion that can face check, so going yellow or red trinket is very valuable for a champion like Asante. And now it's hard to say in hindsight what would have happened, right? But I felt like if we proxied and impacted the map, the game would look completely different. Again, it's hard to say, but you would have for sure had more trade windows, or sorry, kill windows, and impact the rest of the game, right? All right, do you have any more questions about this vote? Because right now I feel like you're not necessarily in a commanding position. It's more so a game, like anything can happen right now at this point, right?
Yeah, like after this game, like right now, what's the timer?
20 minutes into the game.
Yeah.
But
I really like, at this point, like I really felt useless.
Yes.
So even though
I'll show you why.
Like,
I'll show you why.
Yeah.
Okay, Evelyn 2 items, 1.5 items. Yon, we're gonna click on him. This is one thing I'm noticing too, is I haven't checked it throughout the rest of the game, but okay, so you are checking items. So I feel like you should check tab a little bit more just to see how strong your teammates are and also how strong the opponents are, right? But look, you do not control this game at all right now.
Yes.
Because 2 items, 2 items, 2 items, to almost 3 items, more than 2 items, you're not even close to your second item right now.
Yeah.
Right? And because of this, you're even in EXP, and you're behind in gold. You do not control this game right now. I think you could have been level 14 to level 15 with maybe 200 CS. All right, so yeah, right now I don't feel like there's much to learn. We're more slow on the receiving end and hope our team carries us. High key.
Yeah, that's true. Like I actually couldn't do anything.
Yep.
Like at this state of the game.
Yep, you are a 2 and you are not a win condition. And I think one thing that's important as well to just rephrase is also the early game, right? Because I feel like you literally could have won the game right here. Like you even had information on this. You could have won the game right here.
If I like just card shot the...
Yeah, second wave and kill this Evelyn on rep buff, or get her away from the rep buff, right? Like imagine Evelyn gets these 4 camps and Karthus gets, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then maybe Scuttles, right? It's like completely snowballed out of control. Because your jungler will be 1 or 2 levels up onto enemy jungler, and also he will have information on all the respawn timers and they're off sync for the Evelyn, right? Because this quadrant is going to respawn in sync with this quadrant, so Evelyn is so off sync.
That's true, yeah. The game would be like unplayable for her.
Yes, and this is all about the early game scouting. Like you could have won the lane in the, or not the game, right? It's hard to say, of course. It also your teammates still have to play well, but you could have impacted this game much more through the first 4 waves, playing them efficiently. All right, let's move on to the second vote.